Chapter 3 Building on Animate CC Learning Objectives Creating a Motion Tween Creating a Classic Tween Creating a Shape Tween Working with Layers Using Masking Formatting Text in Animate CC. I watched a video in which a ball moving on a floor and then returned back to its starting position. Can we do the same in Animate CC? Sure we can. We can move objects in Animate CC from one place to another with help of tweens. Let's learn about tweens. Adobe Animate CC creates automatic animation where the user needs to define the properties in the first frame and the last frame. All the movements of the frames in between are automatically done by Animate. This is called tween. Animate CC provides three types of tweens: motion tween, classic tween, and shape tween.
Creating a motion tween. Motion tween is a type of animation that uses symbols to create movement, size, rotation changes, fades, and color effects. Perform the following steps to create a motion tween. Step 1. Create a new document in Animate CC. Draw an object which you want to move on the stage. In this case, we have drawn a rectangle. After drawing the object, convert it into a movie clip symbol. Step 2. Click on the frame 1 of layer 1 in the timeline panel. Step 3. Drag the object in the left-hand side of the stage by using the selection tool. Step 4. Click on the Insert, Go to Motion Tween option from the menu bar. Step 5. The timeline is incremented to frame 24 by default and the playhead shifts to frame 24. The default setting in Animate is set to 24 frames per second (FPS), which will create a 1-second animation. We can change this setting if required. Step 6. Select the symbol and drag it to the right across the stage. On the stage, notice the motion guide that indicates the symbol path of motion between frame 1 and frame 24. Step 7. To view the motion tween, click on Control, go to Test Movie, go to In Animate. The motion tween animation is displayed in a window. Step 8. We can change the direction of the animation using Motion Guide. Move the cursor to the anchor points in Motion Guide. It will now turn into an arrow with a curve. Step 9. Drag it to another position. In order to view the motion tween, click on Control, go to Test Movie, go to In Animate. Creating a classic tween. Classic tween is an animation primarily used for transition purposes. To create a classic tween, perform the following steps. Step 1. Create a new Animate CC document with ActionScript 3.0. Step 2. Click on the Fill Color tool to choose the color of your choice. Step 3. Select the Oval tool from the Tools panel. Step 4. Draw a circle on the left-hand side of the stage by using the Oval tool. Step 5. Click on the frame 1 on the layer 1 of the timeline. Step 6. Select the Insert, Go to Classic Tween option from the menu bar. Step 7. Click on frame 20 on the layer 1 of the timeline. Step 8. Click on Insert, go to Timeline, go to Keyframe option from the menu bar. Step 9. Select the Selection tool from the Tools panel. Step 10. Drag the circle to the bottom of the stage. Step 11. Click on the frame 40 on the layer 1 of the timeline. Step 12. Select the Insert, go to Timeline, go to Keyframe option from the menu bar. Step 13. Select the Selection tool from Tools panel. Step 14. Drag the circle to the right-hand side of the stage. Step 15. Select the control, go to Test Movie, go to Animate option to play the movie. Creating a shape tween. Shape tween is a technique which smoothly morphs one shape into another. Any kind of animation that requires the stroke or the fill of a shape to change, for example, animation of clouds, water or fire, is a perfect example of shape tween. For example, if you want to change the shape of an object which is circular to a rectangular shape, then this can be done using shape tween. To create a shape tween, perform the following steps. Step 1. Create a new document in Animate CC. Step 2. Select the rectangle tool from the Tools panel and draw a rectangle on the stage. Step 3. Select the Selection tool from the Tools panel. Step 4. In the Timeline panel, right-click on frame 50 and select the Insert Keyframe option. Step 5. Select the rectangle object on stage by using the Selection tool. Step 6. Press the Delete key. The rectangle object will be removed from the stage. Step 7. Select the Oval tool from the Tools panel and draw a circle. Step 8. Right-click on the Timeline panel between frame 1 and frame 50 and select the Create Shape Tween option. Step 9. The timeline color changes to green and the shape tween is created. Step 10. To view the shape tween, click on the Control, go to Test Movie, go to Animate option from the menu bar. The shape tween animation is now displayed in a pop-up window. Working with layers. Layers are sheets on which you place your drawings, animations and objects. They allow you to keep the elements of the animation separate. These are similar to transparent sheets stacked one on top of the other. The Timeline panel contains all the layers and there is no limitation to the number of layers you can add. The layers can be renumbered by dragging them up or down as required. Renaming a layer. Perform the following steps to rename a layer. Step 1. Double-click the name of the layer to rename it and type background. Step 2. Click outside the name box to save the new name. Deleting a layer. Perform the following steps to delete a layer. Step 1. Select the layer in Timeline panel. Step 2. Click on the Delete Layer button at the bottom. The selected layer will be deleted. Using masking. Masking in Animate is used to hide a selected part and display content instead on a layer. Masking enables us to control the content that is visible to the audience. In order to create a spotlight effect, we can create a circular mask and have the audience only view the content within the circular area. This enables the audience to focus on the important content in the project or graphics. Perform the following steps to create a masking effect. Step 1. Create a new document in Animate CC. Step 2. Select the Selection tool from the Tools panel. Step 3. In the Timeline panel, click on the frame 100 and then right-click and select the Insert Frame option. Step 4. Click on the frame 1 from the Timeline panel. Step 5. Select the file, go to Import to Stage option from the menu bar to import pictures to the background. Step 6. Imported image appears on the stage. Add a new layer. Step 7. Select the Layer 2 from the left panel of the Timeline panel. Step 8. Click on the frame 1 in the Timeline panel. Step 9. Select the Rectangle tool from the Tools panel and draw a rectangle to the left side of the stage. Step 10. In the Timeline panel, right-click on the frame 100 of the Layer 2. Step 11. select the Convert to Keyframes option. Step 12. Select the Selection tool from the Tools panel. Step 13. Select the rectangle object and drag this object to the right-hand side of the stage. Step 14. Now right-click on the Timeline panel between frame 1 and frame 100. Select the Create Shape Tween option. Step 15. As soon as we create the shape tween, the timeline color changes to green. Observe the bottom panel. Now right-click on the Layer 2 and select the Mask option. Step 16. As soon as we select the Mask option, the mask is created. In order to view the mask, click on the Control, go to Test Movie, go to Animate option from the menu bar. The mask animation is now displayed in a pop-up window. Formatting text in Animate CC. The tools of Animate CC are similar to word processor tools. The Properties panel allows us to change the font, size, style and color of a single character or an entire block of text. We can use the Properties panel to set margins, indents, line spacing and align paragraphs. Perform the following steps to format text in Animate. Step 1. Click on the Text tool from the Tools panel. Step 2. Under the Properties panel, choose the font size, color, style, etc. Step 3. Type the text Animate on the stage. We can individually split the text with the Break Apart option. Step 4. Select the text with Selection tool. Step 5. Click on the Modify, go to Break Apart option from the menu bar. Step 6. Select the individual character and change the color.